In such a situation of internal debate and dissension, two factors again shaped Indian politics towards the late 1920s. So there were the two groups which were dividing the Congress. The first was the effect of the worldwide economic depression. Agriculture prices began to fall from 1926 and collapse after 1930. So there was a very destruction or effect of the world economic depression in the whole world, including India, and agriculture prices began to fall from 1926 and it finally collapsed, that means zero, after 1930. As the demand for agricultural goods fell and export declined, peasants found it difficult to sell their harvest and pay their revenue. So as the demand of the agriculture goods, it was decreasing, and even the export was also decreasing, so the peasants or the local farmers, they found it very difficult to sell their respective food grains, and after selling their crops, they were not able to pay their revenue, that means their taxes. By 1930, the countryside was in turmoil. So all the people in the world, they were facing the economic problem, and it finally leads to the destruction. Against this background, the new Tory government in Britain constituted a statutory commission under the Sir John Simon. So we have already discussed what actually a Simon Commission is. So Simon Commission was established under the leadership of Sir John Simon. Set up in response to the nationalist movement, the commission was to look into the functioning of the constitutional system in India and suggest changes. So what was the main objective to establish the Simon Commission? Was to look after the functioning of the constitutional system in India and suggest some changes or measures. The problem was that the commission did not have a single Indian member, they were all British. So just now I have explained you, in the Simon Commission all the members were British and there was no single Indian members. So this was the reason why the Indian leaders were against the Simon Commission. When the Simon Commission arrived in India in 1928, it was greeted with the slogan, "Go Simon Back." So they were revolting against the Simon Commission in the year 1928. All parties, including the Congress and the Muslim League, participated in the demonstration. So all the Congress leaders and also the Muslim League, they participated in the demonstration. So by saying "Go Simon Back." In an effort to win them over, the Viceroy Lord Irwin announced in October 1929 a vague offer of dominion status for India in an unspecified future and a roundtable conference to discuss a future constitution. So in order to suppress the "Go Simon Back" slogan, the Viceroy during that time was Lord Irwin. He announced in October 1928 a vague offer of dominion status for India and also a round table, and also invited the Indian leaders in the round table conference at London to discuss about future Indian constitution. This did not satisfy the Congress leaders. So though they were given, or they were invited to discuss about the Indian constitution, they were not satisfied.